mind, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. She gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, when I hit that.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
For Christian McCaffrey. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Time go.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's a
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big return will get him all the way down to the the 35. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. He was trying to dance in around the sideline but fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly does. They did a nice job keeping him from getting into the end zone, but they are definitely back on their heels after that run.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Panthers nothing. Matt Bosher set.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And down to the 20 he'll go before... heading out of bounds.
24 more yards. That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. And there's the first NFL catch for Henry Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Carr now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Number 10.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
DeAndre Washington, the ball carrier. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Panthers nothing.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach it. And do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Go. Showing it. Switch.
On second down, McCaffrey fighting his way through contact, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 60 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. The try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Carr on the give. It's Washington. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 34. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's tackled it.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Carr. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A toss left to Washington. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Carr. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Now a play fake. Carr. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Derek Brown, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Brown. A loss of 3 yards on the sack. It's 2nd down.
From the gun, Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And the Las Vegas.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Panthers' 49-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Raiders.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Carr gives it off to Washington. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
3 brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs taking it in. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Bridgewater on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
24 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant. 24 is the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Now Bridgewater. He's going to air. It got his man complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown. Carolina. Robbie Anderson. 79 yards. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Panthers 21, Raiders 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
This this Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 33-yard line.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Second and a yard.
36, 36. Check 24, check 24. Bang, 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 bang. Touchdown.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
Lucky. Check safety.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Thirty-eight-yard line, second and 11.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there, man. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. You don't want now. Pick up the ball. Shut down, motion, check.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And 7.
He's going to look deep for more. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they have held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Brings up second and goal.
Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
Brings up third and goal.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On play action, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25.
Kill.
to throw again. Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Gain of 15.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
Throwing again. Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got room. 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
To Josh Jacobs.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 47 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and they'll jump back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score Panthers 35, Raiders 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now a 2nd down and 6. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And this will be caught at the 30. And some room to maneuver. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Back to throw. Carr. It's Williams on the catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Carr. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
We all knew the situation. We're in the fourth quarter. Who's going to step up and make the big play? Well, we just saw it, didn't we? Took their shot, downfield, got it, and now they're in a great position to take the lead.
Point after try forthcoming. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Raiders 42, Panthers 41. Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week one.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Las Vegas, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the one-point victory here in the opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me. Got a brand new visor. Yeah, you're friend smart, but my bud's wiser. Yeah, get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, 'cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool.